Amazing evening, my beautiful people. Glad to know you're here. Apologies for coming a bit late. I have to adjust my light a little. Okay, yeah, we are live. Sorry. All right, we are live. Good evening. Welcome to today's live streaming. Today is day 10 of 365 days of sharing value, and I'm your host, Coach Vivian Ikechi. Today, I want to discuss with us something very, very phenomenal, which is our thoughts. I came up with a topic that says thoughts are frequencies. Thoughts are frequency. Okay. And as a man thinketh in his heart, so he is. Sorry about my lights. Okay, today I came up with this topic because it has a lot to do with who we become tomorrow, who we are today and who we become tomorrow. It has a lot to do with it, and that is why I am bringing this topic. The Bible admonishes us that as a man thinketh in his heart, so he is. And the Bible also told us that we should guide our hearts because out of it comes the issues of life. So everything that happens to you in totality originated from your thoughts. Okay, it came in as a thought. Now, how do you get a thought in the first place? Like in the elementary stage, they told us we have five sense organs, right? The seeing, the hearing, the tasting, the feeling of the skin, and so on and so forth. You can mention them. Okay, so from these sense organs, the eye is the sight, the places we interact with our immediate environment, and these are into our body. Okay, anything our eye sees, it sends signal to the brain, and then we start processing it, and immediately these signals enters us, the brain automatically releases a chemical substance in the body to act in direction of that thought. You understand me? Whatever signal you receive, it sends a chemical substance to the brain that processes it. And if you continue doing that over time, that thought will become a decision, a habit. That thought will become a way of life, and in general it will affect how you turn out to be tomorrow. Okay, now I want to tell you something very important. Okay, whatever you are aspiring to be, or whatever you are aspiring to get, or whatever your goals are for this year and beyond, maybe in the next 5, 10 or couple of years coming, these things are already existing. According to the Bible, it said there's nothing new under the surface of the earth. Everything has existed before. It's just that you are the one that have not experienced it. So you're just witnessing it for the first time. Okay, so is it the houses? Is it the cars? Is it they have already gone through this path you're trying to take now? They have succeeded. They have existed already. There is nothing new. Okay, so all the things you wished for, or you hoped for, or you planned for that you don't have right now, they are already existing on a higher frequency than what you are having, than what you are, the frequency you are right now. So in order for you to get them, you need to tune your mind, you need to tune your thoughts, you need to tune your thinking to match that frequency that those things are. It's not going to be this you that you're going to use to attain those heights. You have to be on a different level of thought or a different level of thinking. And no wonder that book by Napoleon Hill says, Think and Grow Rich. Okay, that's why the book says Think and Grow Rich. Now, let me say something quickly. For you to attain a frequency that is higher than you, what do? Take a typical example from our radio. Back in those days when we used to tune radio with a knob, apologies please, we used to tune radio with a knob to get a desired frequency of a radio station, right? If you don't tune it properly, you will never get that frequency. You will not even get a clearer sound. It will be having like a noisy sound in your ear. That's because you have not tuned appropriately to the right frequency. Now, what do you need to tune to the right frequency? You need a transmitter or a radio set, okay, with an antenna to get that energy. It's a frequency that is already existing on the air, but you don't know how to harness it. You don't know how to tap it. So you need a radio. It's a tool, a radio antenna to hit on that signal for you to not tap it. And If you have the two and you still don't know how to twist it very well to the right frequency, let me just say a radio station, you will still not get a clearer signal. You're getting noise. Okay, that goes, you need the right apparatus, you need the right tools. So for you, all the goals you have set out, all the things you have visualized that you're going to achieve this year, you need the right tool to assess it. So go look for that tool you're going to use to harness those energies, because they are all energies. You need a radio set. So what is your radio set to harness the energy of that frequency you're looking for? Another thing is, even if you have the apparatus, you should know how to tune it. Even if you have those two, you should have the skill set. So it requires a skill set, it requires a radio for you to tune it. Then you that is tuning it, you need to work on yourself. Like I read a book, we are in a reading group, and the book we are reading, Magnetic Sponsoring, it says people don't really go and buy a drill because they like a drill. No, they wanted to drill a hole. It's a hole that made them to go and buy drill. But now, how do you get that hole? It's you that is holding that drill that will be able to press to get that desired hole you're looking for. So actually, for a hole, so it's set to get that hole. But now, it's not about the two set, neither is it about the hole. It's not about the workman that is going to hold the drill to drill that hole. So even if you have it, you have to be different frequency to get to that place, and which is what I call, the late Ubon King called his whatever thinkation. It's all about using your mind. It's all about using your intellect to think. Now, visualizing is a free thing for everybody to do. You can imagine yourself living that life of your dream. Imagine yourself actualizing those things you want, that money you want to have, that children you want to have, that dream marriage you want to have, that beautiful mansion, that life where you don't worry about finance, that situation whereby anything you want, you have it. Anywhere you want to go, you have the time freedom, you have the financial freedom, you have the health freedom. Imagine yourself living that life, and as you're imagining it, you're attracting that frequency. That is what I call thinkation. Imagine that life. As you're doing that, it is you're getting closer to the energy. Now, with your right tool and with your right radio, you can now see yourself listening to that station